All right. Welcome to the draft. Finna get ready to go ahead and advance it. So we go ahead and get started. Finna get ready and get to the draft. Expandable League Draft Season 2. Let's get into it. I know everybody waiting for the draft and everything like that, so let's get it. All right, here we go. Season 2, Expandable League, CFM. Let's get it. Here we go. All right. All right, y'all ready? We finna start the drive. Here you go. Let's get it. With the first pick, let's see who we got.
Next up, the Commanders are on
Commanders, you on the board. First round, first pick. You on the board. All right, let's see who Washington Commanders gonna pick. He had a terrible season. Terrible season.
Vegas Raiders now on the clock.
He picked Bryce Young, quarterback, Alabama. Okay. Raiders is on the clock. Raiders, you is on the clock.
And now on the clock, the Minnesota
Ooh,
Vikings.
Raiders just chose a quarterback, C.J. Stroud. Okay. Vikings, you is on the clock. Vikings, you is on the clock. Raiders had an okay season. Okay. Lions, you is on the clock. Oh, everybody picking quarterback first 3 rounds. Okay. Hopefully be win. Did you set your draft board? Okay, so far the first 3 teams chosen quarterbacks. Lions, you is on the clock. You is on the clock. The Vikings. I'm surprised Vikings chose a quarterback. That's that's interesting. Okay. Lions, you is on the clock. Okay, I got you, Raiders. I got you. Okay. Yeah, Lions, you on the clock. Where you at? Okay, I got you, Big Win. I got you. We round 1, pick 4. We waiting on Lions. Is Lions not drafting?
On the clock now,
Okay.
the Houston Texans.
Oh, okay. Damn, quarterback, huh? Okay, everybody going for quarterbacks, huh? That's surprising. Texans, you is on the clock. Texans, you is on the clock. Somebody let Texans know he on the clock.
The Philadelphia Eagles on the clock
Oh,
now.
cornerback, good pick. Good pick by Texans. Good picks. Eagles, you is on the clock. Eagles, you is on the clock. Eagles, you is on the clock. I like that pick by Texans though. Texans, I like that pick by Texans. A cornerback, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. Is Eagles not drafting? Is is Bam not drafting? Okay, well, if he not drafting, then I'll just go ahead and
The Colts now
Coach,
on
you
the
is on
clock.
the clock. Coach, you is on the clock. Is Woo at work? Um, it's a surprise. Cause if I say it, I don't want nobody to take it. So I'm waiting to see if somebody gonna do it before I do it. Okay. Okay, Coach said work, so I'm about to skip his pick.
On the clock now.
Buffalo, you is on the clock.
Bills.
Buffalo, you is on the clock. A quarterback, okay. Yeah, that's why I'm keeping mine a secret.
On the clock now. The Detroit Lions.
Ooh. Detroit, you is on the clock. Ooh, Buffalo. Ooh, Buffalo did a offense. He trying to build up his offense. Okay. Okay. Okay, I see you, Buffalo. I see you. He might. He might. I don't think nobody set that draft boards like they was supposed to, so you might have a good chance.
On the clock now. The Baltimore
Oh, he got a
Ravens.
DT. He got a DT tackle. Okay. Damn, he didn't go to college. Then he came straight out of high school. God damn. Well, that's a good pick though. Ravens, you is on the clock. Oh, Ravens, is you at work? Is, Ra- Ravens at work?
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay,
Now
wide
on the
receiver,
clock.
good pick. Good pick. KC, you on the clock? Is KC not drafting? Is KC not drafting? Is, okay, well, I guess he not drafting, so I'm just gonna advance to the next pick.
Next up, the Jets are on the clock.
Jets, you on the clock? The Jets not. Oh shit. It just not drafting. Uh, is he? Okay. I'm not gonna skip no more pick because KC just said he was picking. I already skipped it. So y'all need to be a little bit more faster with y'all picks and let me know if y'all drafting or not. Is he? Okay.
On the clock now.
All right, Texans, you up.
Texans.
Texans is up. Texans, you up.
The New England Patriots are now on the clock.
All right, patient, you up. New England, you is up. Where you at? New England, you is up. Where is you at? Is Patriots picking?
Now on the clock.
Okay.
The Giants.
All right, Giants, you on the clock. Giants, you is on the clock. Giants, you is on the clock. Do we even have a Giant user? Like, is he not in the Discord? Who, like, I don't think he. I'm okay.
The Cardinals
All
on the
right,
clock
Cardinals,
now.
you up. Cards, you is up. Cardinals, you is up.
Next up, it's the Dolphins on the clock.
Good pick by Cards. Dolphins, you up. Dolphins, you is up. A Dolphin drafting.
Now we turn to the Eagles.
All right, Eagles, you back up. Eagles, you up. Eagles might be at work, so.
The Seattle Seahawks.
All right, Seahawks, you up. Seahawks, you is up.
The Pittsburgh Steelers are now on the clock.
Ooh, I like that. Jordan Battle, free safety. I like that one. All right, Steelers, you is on the clock. Steelers, you is on the clock. Is Steelers not drafting?
The Chicago Bears are
Chicago, you is on the clock. Chicago, you is on the clock. Chicago, you is on the clock. All right. I guess Chicago not drafting.
on the clock now. It's the Miami Dolphins.
I think Fins is at work. I think Dolphins is at work, so I think he at work. All right, Dolphins at work, so I'm gonna skip his pick.
With the next selection,
Carolina,
Carolina
you is on the
Panthers
clock.
on the clock.
Panthers, you is on the clock. Talk to me. Let's see who Panthers gonna get. Had a good season. Had a damn good season. Let's see who he picked. Damn, Dolphins drafted a cornerback.
With
That's
the
not
next
bad.
pick, the Jacksonville
Ooh,
Jaguars
Carolina went for a DT. Oh, that's oh, that's surprising. That's surprising he went for a DT. Hmm, that's surprising. I would have never thought he would have went for a DT because his defense is good, but that's surprising. That's a surprise pick. Jaguars, you on the clock?
On the clock now, it's the Atlanta
Okay,
Falcons.
okay. Everybody building up that O line. Falcons, you on the clock? Falcons, you is on the clock. Okay, okay, I got you. Falcons, you is on the clock. If Falcons drafting, is he drafting? I don't think. Is he drafting? Falcons, you drafting? Okay. Falcons not drafting.
The Green Bay
All
Packers
right,
are
Green
now
Bay, you
on
on
the
the
clock.
clock. Green Bay, you is on the clock.
The Bengals now on the clock.
All right. Let's see what I got. All right, here we go. No, 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 no. Yeah.
The Tennessee Titans are now on the clock.
Yeah, that's a good pick. That's a good pick for me, man. That's a good pick. Tennessee, you was on the clock. Tennessee, you was on the clock.
Now the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock.
Okay. Wide receiver. Wide receiver. Okay, I can respect that. Seattle, you on
It's
the
the
clock.
Cowboys now on the clock.
Cowboys, you was on the clock. Cowboys. Is Rose drafting?
Next up, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock.
Cornerback. Okay. Damn, you got all them corners. You still want to draft a corner? Dallas stack at defense. Temple, you on the clock. Temple, you is on the clock. Is Tampa not drafting? It don't look like he drafting, so I'm just... Okay.
On the clock now, it's the Los Angeles Chargers.
Chargers, you on the clock.
Next up, the Indianapolis Colts are on the clock.
All right.
With the next pick, the Raiders are on the clock.
Raiders, you back on the clock. Raiders, you is on the clock.
The Minnesota Vikings, now on the clock.
Vikings, you is on the clock. Vikings, you is on the clock.
Next up, it's the Broncos on the clock.
Broncos, you is on the clock. Broncos, you is on the clock. Is Broncos not drafting?
Next up, the Cleveland
Browns, you is
are
on the clock. Browns, you is on the clock. Browns, you is on the clock. Let me see what Brown. All right, Browns, you on the clock. Is you drafting?
The New Orleans Saints are now on the clock.
Saints, you is on the clock. The Saints drafting. Saints, you is on the clock.
The The Indianapolis Colts are now on the clock. The Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo, you is on the clock. Buffalo is on the clock. Let me see. Oh, okay. Buffalo was only drafting in the first. Okay. Buffalo said he only wanted to draft in the first round. So, okay.
Now on the clock, the Rams.
Rams, you is on the clock. Rams is on the clock. Is Rams not drafting? Ram. Let me see. Don't look like Rams drafting.
The Baltimore Ravens now on the clock.
Ravens, you is on the clock. You is on the clock. Ravens is on the clock.
On the clock now, the Kansas City Chiefs.
KC, you is on the clock. KC, you is on the clock.
The New York Jets on the clock now.
Jets, you is on the clock. It just not drafting.
Now on the clock, the Texans. On the clock now, the New England Patriots. And now on the clock, it's the 49ers.
Giants, you on the clock. Is Giants not picking?
It's now the Arizona Cardinals selection.
Cardinals, you was on the clock. Cardinals, you was on the clock.
It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up.
Um, 49ers, you drafting? Hey, I'm not about to keep tagging people, so I'm just gonna give y'all about a minute, maybe 45 seconds to see if y'all gonna draft or not. If y'all don't, then I'm just gonna skip y'all. So don't look like he drafting.
It's the Philadelphia Eagles now on the clock.
I don't think Bam drafting.
On the clock now, the
Seattle, you on the
Seahawks.
clock.
The
Seattle.
Pittsburgh Steelers on the clock now.
I don't think the Steelers drafting.
The Chicago Bears are on the clock now.
I don't think Chicago drafting either.
The Miami Dolphins now on the clock.
Think Dolphins at work.
The Carolina Panthers now on the clock.
Alright. Panther, you is on the clock. You is on the clock.
On the clock now, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jax, you is on the clock.
It's the Atlanta Falcons now on the clock.
Falcons. Oh, I think Falcons ain't drafting.
Next up, it's the Packers on the clock.
Green Bay, you on the clock.
Next up, the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. Next up, the Titans are on the clock. Next up, it's the Seahawks on the clock. It's the Dallas Cowboys now on the clock. It's the Bucks now on the clock.
I don't think the Bucks drafting.
The Los Angeles Chargers now on the clock.
Charger, it is your turn.
It's now the Indianapolis Colts selection. The Las Vegas Raiders are on the clock.
Raider, it is your turn. It is your turn.
The Minnesota Vikings are now on the clock. The Detroit Lions now on the clock.
I don't think Detroit drafting.
The Houston Texans
Oh.
are now on the clock.
Oh well.
It's the New Orleans Saints now on the clock. The Denver Broncos are now on the clock.
Y'all doing all these picking. Y'all not even gonna play these dudes on the field. Who we got? Who we got? I think Broncos.
It's the Bills now on the clock. The Los Angeles Rams are up. They're on the clock. The Baltimore Ravens are on the clock now. The Chiefs are on the clock. With the next selection, the New York Jets. On the clock now, the Houston Texans.
Texans, you is
With
on the
next pick,
clock.
the Miami Dolphins are on the clock. The New York Giants are now on the clock. The Arizona Cardinals are now on the clock. The Jaguars are on the clock.
Jags, you up.
Up next, the Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock. The Seattle Seahawks are now on the clock. With the next selection, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the clock now, the Chicago Bears. Next up, it's the Dolphins on the clock. The Panthers are on the clock.
Panthers, you up.
With the next selection, the Falcons are on the clock. The Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. With the next selection, the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Tennessee Titans. It's the Detroit Lions now on the clock.
Just Lions. Is he finished?
On the clock now, the Dallas Cowboys. On the clock now, it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now on the clock, the Los Angeles Chargers. The Washington Commanders are now on the clock. Now on the clock, it's the Las Vegas Raiders. It's the Cleveland Browns now on the clock. With the next selection, the Lions are on the clock. On the clock now, the New Orleans Saints. The Colts now on the clock. It's the Buffalo Bills now on the clock. It's the New England Patriots now on the clock. With the next pick, the Kansas City Chiefs are now on the clock.
I got you.
The New York Jets are now on the clock. On the clock now, the Houston Texans.
Texans, you up.
Next up, the Patriots are on the clock.
No,
New
boo, I
York
think they fucked
Giants
up your
on
pick,
the
man.
clock.
I think they fucked up your draft for you. But hey, you can make it work.
And now on the clock, it's the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, I think you can make it work. Arizona, you still drafting or you good? Think Arizona might be done.
The 49ers on the clock now. The Philadelphia Eagles on the clock now. It's the Steelers now on the clock. It's the Bears now on the clock. The Kansas City Chiefs now on the clock.
Carolina is up.
The Jaguars are on the clock now.
Jax is up. I don't know, Lou, to be truthful. I think you did pick one cornerback, I think. Look like Jags might be done too. Oh, Jags said he's still drafting.
The Atlanta Falcons are now on the clock. The Green Bay Packers are on the clock.
I can't remember was Green Bay drafting or not. I don't think he was though. Either he done.
The Bengals now on the clock.
I don't. Ugh. Ooh. Oh. 6-1, huh?
On the clock now, it's the Atlanta Falcons. On the clock now, it's the Denver Broncos.
Hey, anybody know? Do all draft picks get hit
The
in
Dallas
developments, or
Cowboys are
it just
now on
depends
the
on which
clock.
players you get?
With the next pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock.
Do they automatically, if they got a hit in development, do they all automatically become a star, or it depends on how they play?
The Chargers are up now. They're on the clock.
Charger, you still picking, or is you done?
Now on the clock, the Washington Commanders.
Okay, I got you, Woo.
The Las Vegas Raiders now on the clock. It's now the Vikings' turn. On the clock. On the clock now, the Detroit Lions. The Cleveland Browns are now on the clock. Next up, the Indianapolis Colts are on the clock. With the next selection, the Browns are on the clock.
Ravens, you still drafting or you done?
On the clock now, the Kansas City Chiefs. Next up, the Jets are on the clock. With the next selection, the Ravens are on the clock. Now on the clock, the Giants. The Cardinals on the clock now. Now on the clock, the San Francisco 49ers. Now we turn to the Eagles. They're on the clock. Now the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock.
Yeah, I am Hollywood. Welcome to the stream. Getting ready for season two. After we do the draft and stuff, I'm gonna do a video talking about the rookie class and everything like that. Really, I just focus on offensive line. Got me a nice little pass rush with a left offensive linebacker. So we're gonna see what them boys talking about after we do the draft tonight. Boys, Seattle trying to make sure he picked them good players.
The Chicago Bears are now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Miami Dolphins. The New England Patriots are now on the clock.
All right, New England, you up? Where you at, New England?
On the clock now, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville, you up?
With the next pick, the Raiders are on the clock.
You been
On the
drafting? I've
clock
been skipping
now,
you because you
it's
at
the
work.
Green Bay Packers. Next up, the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock.
Hold on, boo. I really wanna. Uh, I really don't need no DT. See, protected. Okay. Don't look like I really got no. Let me see. 6'3". Block share A to C, B to C. I'm on the field general. Let's see. Uh,
It's the Tennessee Titans now on the clock. The Denver Broncos are on the clock. It's the Cowboys now on the clock. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Los Angeles Chargers. With the next selection, it's the Washington Commanders.
Think Washington might be done too.
The Las Vegas Raiders are on the clock.
Let's see what Raiders doing. Raiders, you up? You still picking? Is Raiders is Raiders done? He was, but I guess he not picking no more. Um,
And now on the clock, the Minnesota Vikings. Next up, the Cleveland Browns are on the clock. The Indianapolis Colts are now on the clock. On the clock now, the Los Angeles Rams. The Chiefs are on the clock. The New York Jets on the clock now. On the clock now, the New England Patriots. With the next selection, the New York Jets. The New York Jets are now on the clock. The Jaguars are on the clock. On the clock now, the Seattle Seahawks. The Pittsburgh Steelers are now on the clock. With the next pick, the Kansas City Chiefs are now on the clock. It's the Carolina Panthers now on the clock. The Jaguars are on the clock now. The Los Angeles Rams now on the clock. Now on the clock, the Rams. The Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. The Los Angeles Rams are up. They're on the clock. The Detroit Lions now on the clock. It's the Dallas Cowboys now on the clock. The Los Angeles Chargers now on the clock. It's the Atlanta Falcons now on the clock. Next up, it's the Broncos on the clock. It's the Cleveland Browns now on the clock. It's now the Indianapolis Colts selection. On the clock now, the Buffalo Bills. On the clock now, the Los Angeles Rams. The Kansas City Chiefs, now on the clock. Next up, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock. It's the New England Patriots, now on the clock.
Man, y'all drafting all these players. Y'all not even gonna play these niggas on the field, man. Can't believe we went to full 7 rounds. Nigga got a cheeseburger to eat and y'all playing around, cuz. Cause they know they ain't gonna play all these players, woo. They know they not. Y'all stop it right now. Y'all stop it. Y'all know y'all ain't gonna play all these damn players. Shit. Damn cheeseburger over here getting cold. It's hot too. Juicy. Got it from Wendy's, the Baconator.
Now on the clock, it's the 49ers.
Trying to eat this damn Baconator and watch some cartoons. Y'all trying to go all 7 rounds. Y'all is some goons. God damn. Like, what is on y'all heart that made y'all want to draft like 7 rounds? Like,
It's now the
what's really on
Arizona
y'all
Cardinals
hearts?
selection. They're on the clock. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. It's the Philadelphia Eagles, now on the clock. Now on the clock, the Texans.
Yo, Texans, you done? You still drafting or you done? What up with it? Let me know some.
The Pittsburgh Steelers on the clock now. The Miami Dolphins now on the clock.
Panthers, you is on the clock. You is on the clock.
With the next pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. With the next selection, the Falcons are on the clock. The Green Bay Packers are now on the clock. With the next selection, the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. The Tennessee Titans are now on the clock. It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up. On the clock now, the Dallas Cowboys. The Denver Broncos are now on the clock. Now on the clock, the Los Angeles Chargers.
Alright. So as y'all can see, got my left guard Cooper B. Left guard needed some power, needed some run blocking. You know what I'm saying? So he got a hidden dead. So hopefully I could get him a star, maybe a superstar, maybe. So he gonna be good to the squad, man. He gonna be good to the squad. Yeah, so he gonna be good to the squad. So let's let's see if we can unlock his potential. We got a left in. You know, I don't think I'm gonna do too much with him. You know, I just dropped it just to fill up some position. I like this pick, Derek. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Derek Henry. Ooh, good one. I'm gonna put him on the D line and probably move Sam Herbert inside that left D tackle position. He could be kind of like my Michael Parson type of player. So I could put him on the D line. He could rush the passer. Let's look at his rating though. 77 tackle, not bad. Hit power 78, speed 80, acceleration. Not too crazy about his block sheds, but his finesse move 78. We could get that up. Pursuit, play recognition, strength 82. We could get this up. We could definitely work with him and get this up, man. Yeah, we can definitely get this up. This one right here. Oh, look at that, man. I dropped it like three players with hidden depths. So I think I did pretty good, man. I think I did pretty good. Let me see, 85 speed. I don't his speed. I'm not too crazy. Maybe I could play him in a slot where he don't have to cover that deep, but his acceleration is there. Like his acceleration. So we gonna put these boys to work and see what we could do. We're gonna put these boys to work. All right, that would do it for the draft. Thank y'all for watching. Appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back with season two either tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. So y'all have a good night. Love y'all. Y'all be blessed.